If I had to summarize positional chess in one sentence, I would say that it's maximizing your pieces while trying to minimize the effectiveness of your opponents. But just saying those words seems quite abstract, so in this video I'm going to give you guys two examples of positional chess in action and show you all the thought process at how you can arrive on making fundamentally strong plans and ideas. So let's try to understand this position using the positional concept of good pieces and future prospects. Looking here, we can see that white has a very bad dark squared bishop hemmed in by all of their pawns, and in addition to that is unable to attack our light squared pawns. As well as that, they have a reasonably strong rook on the a file, which is pressuring and guarding some entry squares. We have a nice knight that has future prospects in going to the f5 square and pressuring some squares over here, but for the time being, it's covering the b4 square very nicely. Because of all this, black decides that it's best to exchange the rooks, now exemplifying the difference between the black knight and the white bishop. From here, black can improve the position of the king and also improve the positioning of the knight. But the real question comes, what is black meant to do from here when it looks like white has set up a fortress with the move bishop to f2? First things first, white has all the time in the world to dance around with the knight and pose a couple of problems, ending up with the knight on e3, which nicely controls some squares near the king, potential other infiltration squares, some checks, and at the very least is able to go back to f5, the original outpost where it attacks the two pawns. But at the end of the day, white appears to have set up a little bit of a fortress here, and there's going to need to be one last straw to break the camel's back. And in this case, that final straw is the a pawn, which is going to move down the board, exchange itself for the b pawn here, and allow the black king to enter deeper into the position, eventually shouldering the white king out of the way. So that's exactly what happens. The a pawn moves down the board, exchanges, and the black king now gets even further. However, white sets up or attempts to set up another blockade with the king on c3, but luckily black has a lovely little maneuver with this knight dancing all the way around the board, jumping all the way to the b5 square, where it will check the king and also attack the pawn, forcing the king to give way and allowing the black king further into the position. That's exactly what happens. The knight jumps around, the white king gives way, and now the black king steps forward. But now look at this, the white king has set up one last stronghold on the d3 square, but we're ready to knock that one right down. The knight once again remaneuvers itself all the way over to b4, checking the king away and allowing the black king to step even further forward. And this is now simple. We've been used to dancing around the pony from here. The black knight and king combine together, shutting off the white king attacking this pawn, and the pawn drops from the game. In fact, we grab this one with check, move back, and white resigns the game. So what we need to learn from this game is the usefulness of moving one step at a time, posing problems, and improving the position slowly and carefully. I highly doubt that black had come up with this entire sophisticated plan from the get-go, but just knew that white having this bad dark squared bishop and passive king was going to do them no favors in the long run. So obviously I'm not going to cover every positional concept in this video, that is not the point. But what I hope that I was able to do is give you guys an introduction to the broader scale look at what positional chess is. Once again, summarizing it for you guys, it's optimizing your pieces and minimizing the opponent's, restricting the opponent and maximizing your playability and your ability to improve your own pieces. If you have a plan and the opponent doesn't, then you're in a good spot to apply maximum pressure and eventually they will crack. I promise you that. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please do consider liking and subscribing. And as always, I'll see you guys in another one. Bye.